Okay, so now we have the shadow side and the light side to our tower. Now we need to find colors that will work great for the light and for the shadow. And we need two colors. So this one is going to be the first color. Let's see this. I'm looking at what I have here. These could work for the shadow, and I need something a bit darker as well. Let's see. And these could work for the shadow, but still looking for something darker. Let's see this one. Yeah, this is the color that I need. So this is going to be one shadow color and mixed together with, let's see, this one. So if I have this one here and I mix it together with that one, it's gonna be perfect. And these we can use for lights. So this is one, and then this is the other. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to look at my shadows first, because if I drag in that white too much, and I'm gonna start with my darker color that I have here. And I'm going in areas that are closest to this to the place, to this corner that is closest to us. And I'm starting to add this color. I'm gonna turn it on the side here, like so. So I'm noticing that also these areas here are slightly darker than the inside. So this is my shadow. And I'm gonna switch into the lighter color. Actually, I'm gonna add it everywhere, and then I will just dial it down with this lighter color as we move away from this corner that is closest to us. So here, I'm trying to maintain the lines that I actually drew out, but it's not so important. We can still kind of place them back then. So this area has to be lighter than this area here. And then also this part here on the window is going to be darker. Now I'm gonna bring back some of those lines if I lost them in places. Add that darkness to the window. Here we can use the pencil. Like so. Just to bring in the details that we actually did, so they don't get too lost. Like so. Now we're going into the light, and the lightest light, we're going to be placing it over here. So I'm going to take this one, and the closest to our shadow, this is going to have the most contrast. Like so. And here I actually went into the shadow, so we have to pay attention that this area here is in the shadow. So we're adding the shadow here, and also over here. So we don't have to cover all the paper completely. So the shadow also has some different tones to it. Like so. So I'm gonna draw out the lines that might have disappeared. So now it's a lot easier to do when you have actually which one is this? I took the wrong one. Oh no, I took the right one. So here I'm starting to add this variety. So here I'm gonna add a bit more of this color too, so that we create a more interesting look to it. So now I'm gonna start adding this light color over here. Again, silhouette, very important. And as the shadow goes, it also follows the perspective. So here we have that area that juts out, and then this area in the shadow, like so. And then I'm gonna add a bit more of this lighter color to just kind of mix together with that color of the shadow. Here, if I lost my edge, I'm gonna bring it back because it's very important. The edges are the most important in this work. And then I'm gonna add also this other light color over here. So I'm using these two, one cooler and one warmer color, to actually use for my lights. And here there's this area that is quite bright over here that kind of goes the thickness of this wall here. We can see it and it catches light. So we go like so. This is too dark. This one is the light one. Okay. Okay, and then we have the shadow on this window here. Again, bringing out the lines that we lost, if we lost them. And here we have that area that juts out. Then it goes into the shadow here. And with the pencil, I'm just gonna pull it out. Okay. So here on the balcony, it's also, let's use this gray one in the shadow. And then it has this, some of the areas that catch light. We don't need to draw it out perfectly. Just need to show what it is. Like so. And then we have some of those kind of ornaments running through here. We can add those just to add some decorative parts to our work. And here I'm gonna add a bit of light into these areas because they catch a bit more light slightly, even though that they're in the shadow, they seem a bit lighter. Like so. And also here, let's do this balcony, like so. And then I'm just gonna add very thin layer of this shadow color over the top so it doesn't kind of jump out at us that much. Next, we do the same thing as we move lower, and here again we have the shadow, and I'm moving with my pastel on the side, paying attention to where I see my shadow. So there's a bit of shadow underneath here as well, and then this side is in the shadow completely. And again, we're gonna have this area that is closest to us, that will be the darkest. So here I'm adding less details because I want to focus on this part of my drawing, my sketch. Like so. This is also a lighter kind of stone over here. Coming back, bringing back those lines if we lost them, because that's inevitable. Okay, can add that darkness with the pencil inside my window. I'm not using black, I don't want it to be very dark. Here I'm going to use this color of the shadow of the building actually, because it's the thick side of the window, so it's the thickness of the window that we see over here, like so. So here Okay, so there's that. Now we need to add the light on this side. Again, I'm going with this warmer color on the edge here, like so. With this other other color that we have for the light, actually I went too high up. I think here I need a bit more shadow. And with this other light color, I'm gonna add it on this area of my windows, like so. Okay, and now I need to bring back those lines. There we go. Here there's a stronger shadow. And now what I want to do is I want to slightly intensify this shadow color closer to the edge here. So I'm using the pencil and just adding a bit of tone, like so. Same thing here. There's another line over here, and then this corner we need to bring it out. And also this one we need to intensify it so it stands out, like so. And now I'm going to take a white and very, very carefully I'm going to add some of this white on the edge here, just to pull that corner even more towards us, like so. Then just blend it into the color of our building, like so. Here you can use a pencil if the layer of the pastel is not too thick, and you can see how immediately this creates the illusion of 3D, that kind of pulls this corner closer towards us. Sharpening those edges where I need to, especially here, as this is going to be the main focus of our drawing. Okay, now we go higher up, and here we need to start adding, it's mostly in the shadow, this area here. So I'm just gonna add a bit of this color, and I can even leave the color of the paper here with a bit of light shining on this side, like so. I'm just gonna add this other shadow color so that it doesn't look too different from the whole tower. And also I'm gonna take a dark brown and intensify this edge because it's very important, like so. If you look at the photo, you can definitely see this thickness to the roof here. And it's best if you do it with soft pastel instead of a pencil, because with a pencil you won't be able to do such an intense line. Okay, we have that. Then I'm gonna add this window here. There's like a round window on this side, and then also I see it on this side, like so. Cleaning my hands, and now we need some greens for our roof. So it was green, and I have two greens here that might work really well. So this is the base color of my roof, and it's always good to start with a pastel that is kind of the color that is similar in tone to the color of the paper. And then I'm going to start adding these light greens, but just to indicate where the lights actually are. And it's very important to indicate those lights on those parts that are kind of sticking out. So this is what's going to give the shape to the whole construction. So this is my light, and I can actually add just a hint of white just to bring it out forwards closer to us. And it gets really dark towards the bottom here, so I'm going to use this dark brown that I used for the roof here, so that we keep it in the same color scheme. And I'm going to add the shadow here. So it goes, all this part is in the shadow, like so, and immediately gives us the dimension that it makes it look 3D. So I'm gonna add this roof here with the same brown, and we're almost done. The only thing that's lacking now is this beautiful thing over here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my pencil and very lightly apply this kind of decorative thing that I see here. So I'm gonna just with squiggly lines indicate in a rhythm that kind of repeats itself. I'm going to indicate that there is a pattern on these things. Simple squiggly line, I don't need to copy it, nothing, like so. And the cross. So the cross, we can actually move it slightly so that we see that it's a cross. There's something else in here, like so. And also we forgot our green thingy, so I'm gonna add a bit of green here. And with the brown, I'm going to add this steeple bit. And also here, there's this decorative thing. And with the pencil here, I'm gonna pull out this line, like so. And add some light here. And here, there's one element that actually catches light here on the roof. This part here. Also, another one is here and over here. And I'm adding just a bit of white to kind of bring them forward closer to us. And some white here just to accentuate that it's in the light here. And here I see that these kind of tips, they have some kind of a thing happening here on top of them. So I'm going to intensify it a bit. And there we go. Our little church is all ready. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you have any questions, do let me know. I will be very happy to answer. But for now, this is it, and I will see you in the future videos. Thank you. Bye.